Hello, my name is Hamid. Today I'm working on this Panasonic inverter microwave. It says inverter, it means that instead of transformer, Panasonic manufacturers are using the inverter boards on these, which is high voltage inverter, looks like this. And this gives power to the magnetron. So my customer's complaint was that right now I'm just gonna put a bottle of water, close it, you select 30 seconds or 1 minute, press start. It runs for maybe 2 or 3 seconds, after that it shuts off. I check all my door switches, they are all fine, the micro switches. I check my fuse, the noise filter. The noise filter board looks like this, but on these Panasonic inverter units, they don't have the fuse, they don't have this slow blow fuse, and instead it looks exactly like this, but you don't see this fuse because the fuse is installed inside the unit and a different little small piece, plastic piece that holds the noise filter in place, and there's two wires coming to this fuse. My customer was a handy person. He tried to replace the fuse. He kept replacing it a couple of times, and he was replacing it for 1 or 2 amps. In fact, these noise filter boards are 18 amps. You can use a 20 amps slow blow fuse, or 25 or even 30. I wouldn't recommend you to use a 30 because it's not safe. It recommends to use a 18 amp slow blow fuse. So the customer was using 1 amp, it was blowing it right away, and then he decided to not use a fuse, and instead he put he jumper wire between this contact and that contact, and he put a big wire. So once he put the big wire instead of fuse, so this time, because the fuse was getting loss of pressure on the board, it blew the back of the noise filter. So I went there, I looked at the whole microwave, didn't find anything, except I found there was a blast or burnt mark at the back of this board, and I resoldered it back. It was fixed, but the customer was still having the same problem. So I brought this microwave to the shop. I checked all the components one by one, each of them tested okay. The magnetron tested okay. I tested it with multimeter, and I also replaced it because the multimeter doesn't give me a proper diagnostic sometimes. So I had this magnetron, I replaced it, didn't help. I did some diagnostic on this inverter board, it also showed that it was fine, no problem. So I almost checked everything, except I didn't have a control board to replace it. Our main control board is our main problem is on the control board, and I don't know how much is this part. If it's cheap, I will replace it. If it's expensive, I will just write it off because it's not worth fixing. Sometimes these boards are over $400 or $300, then I would not recommend you to fix it. So for today, the only problem is with this control board. If you see your microwave is running for a couple of seconds, especially on Panasonic ones, on different ones it can be a different problem, but if you have Panasonic microwave and it's doing the same thing, don't try to replace any part on it except the main control board. Thank you for watching. If you guys have any question, you can comment below on my YouTube channel.